Linwood Robertson should be in the broom closet with Kat. Linwood heads up the Turnage chapter of the American Red Cross.
Good morning.
Good morning, Linwood.
How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for coming in today. Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Okay.
The Turnage chapter is comprised of Nash, Edgecombe, Wilson, Halifax, Northampton counties. Wilson County has its own separate Heroes Banquet.
Absolutely. We started that last year. Last year was our first Wilson County Red Cross Heroes Banquet, and we honored Betty McCain.
Right.
And what an appropriate hero, a true icon in the state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
What a great one.
Yeah, she really was. And so this year, we're approaching March, which is National Red Cross Month, so we're getting ready for our second Wilson Red Cross Heroes Banquet. And when our board and some of our leadership sat down to try to identify another community hero, it's kind of hard to follow up on the heels of a Betty McCain, but we came up with a real deserving, truly iconic figure in Wilson.
Who they going to be?
It's going to be Lee Armas of Dick's Hot Dog Stand.
Oh, man. That's a great one.
Yeah, a community pillar. I mean, just he's been, the man is 70.
You still see him at Dick's Hot Dogs.
He still works every day.
Every day. Gets up, makes us chili every morning, and is in the store every single day. Still active in supporting sports endeavors across the county as well as the state. He's a member of the North Carolina Hall of Fame, Sports Hall of Fame Board of Directors. So we're really looking forward to having a wonderful evening at Wilson Country Club on February 26th as we honor Lee for everything he's done in this community. He's an incredibly humble man, which whenever we find someone that we want to honor, that seems to be the standard trait. They're all humble and don't believe they're deserving of being called a hero. But for every opportunity that Lee and his family and Dick's Hot Dogs has provided for individuals in Wilson, the opportunity to explore their sports and recreation activities on fields across the community, and then everything that Dick's Hot Dogs has done for almost over 90 years, he's truly deserving of this recognition, and we're really proud and honored to be able to call him a Red Cross hero.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great pick. And of course, luckily we've got a lot of good people that do a lot of wonderful things. That's what helps make our community so good around here.
Is there a nomination process on that, Linwood?
Well, what we do is we bring in some folks from around the community, and we look as a board of who are the individuals that have had, a great impact in the community. And then we also look for folks who have done what we would deem heroic activity. And what we use as our definition for a hero is fairly generic. We say an ordinary person who's done something extraordinary. And, the one, again, trait that I've found is that none of the individuals we honor are ordinary. They're all incredible people, and the things they have done are far beyond extraordinary. So the definition rarely ever fits. It's always an extraordinary person who's done something beyond extraordinary in the community. But we use our board, and we reach out to some other individuals in the community. This year, we had to enlist Betty McCain's help in getting Lee to agree to be honored because he is such a humble man.
I've never been able to get him on this show. I've tried to get him on the show several times.
Well, let me talk to him and see if we can bring him in one day to talk about this.
You think you could...
Yeah, talk to him and see. That is great. You've hit another home run with that, Linwood.
We feel like we have. And in addition to having, Lee, which will fill I only have 180 seats at Wilson Country Club for this event. And I'm concerned about the attendance because in addition to Lee, we're bringing in a long-time dear friend of Lee's to serve as our keynote address for the evening. And that's going to be Woody Durham, the former voice of the Tar Heels.
Oh, I know. You're in heaven.
We'll talk about that on another day, but it was really awesome to be able to have a conversation with Woody Durham about coming to speak for the Red Cross.
Perfect.
But it'll be a fantastic evening. Lee's son Lee was a place kicker at Carolina, and Lee also played sports at UNC, Lee Sr. So there's a long UNC history there and friendship with Woody. Woody served on the advisory group for the baseball museum in Wilson, along with some other folks from the area, and Lee was instrumental in getting that up and started with a lot of other people in the community. So it's going to be a wonderful evening in Wilson, a great venue at Wilson Country Club. If people are interested in tickets, they can call the Red Cross, 2 numbers, 237-2171 or 977-1720. We are just now going public with the ticket sales. We've sent press releases out to the newspapers, so we hope to see those soon too. But we feel like the venue will fill quickly with such an honoring, such a deserving honoree, and then also with the addition of having Woody Durham to come in and speak about his affiliation with Lee and sports at UNC and the state of North Carolina.
And by the way, for those listening outside of Wilson especially, and they don't advertise with us, but if you've ever or never visited Dick's Hot Dogs in Wilson, not only are they delicious hot dogs, but it is a sports museum with all the pictures up.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's an iconic iconic place.
Yeah.
You know, I was having lunch with some ladies at Wilson Med Center with Robin, Lisa, and Sue yesterday, and we were talking about all the eateries in Wilson that are iconic fixtures in the community.
They really are.
You've got the Creamery, you've got Parker's, you've got Bill's, you've got Dick's. Dick's has been open since 1921. Beef Master. We even went back to some older places that we could remember in our childhood. There was a place, and this will tell you how long back I go to eating in Wilson. There was a place called Duff's Smorgasbord, and
you
Dale,
remember that,
may
Dale?
Remember that, Dale?
Well, no, I think you're going before me.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What?
I don't remember Duff's. Well, where was Duff's Smorgasbord at?
I think
It was
you're
over
older.
by the Creamery. You know where the Creamery is, where the putt-putt place is at?
Yeah.
It used to be a Hunan Chinese place there, kind of diagonal, right as you turn that little side road to go by the drive-in movie theater. There was a restaurant right there called Duff's, and I know it was there because when my sister was in Atlantic Christian College, we would always go over and eat there. But you paid like $7, and it was all you could eat. You know, David,
You didn't get out a lot, Dell, growing up, did you? Yeah.
But there were some iconic places.
I remember
in Wilson.
Hunan Gardens on the corner of Goldsboro and Ward Boulevard.
It preceded the Chinese place. It preceded that. It was there
Okay.
before that. So it goes way back. I mean, I'm 42 years
no
old. This is
doubt,
back when I was
Wilson
a
is
small
famous
child.
for its restaurants. You
It
know,
is.
locally owned restaurants that have been. Dick's Hot Dogs. How many years has Dick's Hot Dogs been here? I know it's on the side.
1921.
21.
1921.
Yep.
The year after us. We started 1920. They started 1921.
That's right.
And the Red Cross was established in Wilson in 1917. So a long
There
history of the
you
two
go.
businesses together.
Well, that's perfect, Linwood, and with Woody as the keynote speaker, I think you'll have all the seats filled. But how does someone get a ticket for this event?
Two numbers, 237-2171 or 977-1720. They can call and come by our office and place their ticket order. Tickets are $75 for one ticket and $125 for two.
This is the Turnage Red Cross Wilson Heroes Banquet. What's the date again?
February 26th. It's a Tuesday evening. There is no Carolina basketball game that night. We planned accordingly.
Of course. I mean, for you and Woody.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, Linwood, thank you so much. I look forward to the next time you co-host the show, and we'll talk about that some more, no doubt.
Thanks, David.